What if I told you that hidden within the leaves of a common plant, there lies a potential secret to helping stabilize your blood sugar levels? A secret that could be a turning point for the millions who feel the anxiety of a prediabetes diagnosis, or for anyone who struggles with the energy crashes and brain fog that come from a glucose roller coaster. This isn't about a magic pill or an extreme unsustainable diet. It's about a piece of natural wisdom that has been overlooked by modern medicine for far too long. Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could challenge everything you thought you knew about managing your blood sugar, and it starts with a single, miraculous leaf. The word prediabetes is designed to be a warning shot. It's a clinical term, but for the person who receives it, it feels like a countdown. A timer that has been set, ticking towards a future you desperately want to avoid. Doctors will often tell you to watch your diet and exercise more. Sound advice for sure, but often vague and overwhelming. You're left standing on the edge of a cliff, told simply not to fall, without a clear map of how to step back. The fear is real. Fear of the finger pricks, the medications, the dietary restrictions that feel like a punishment, and the shadow of potential complications like heart disease, nerve damage, or vision loss. This fear is paralyzing, and it can make you feel powerless, as if your own body is betraying you. But let's reframe this narrative. That diagnosis isn't a countdown to a disease, it's a golden opportunity. It is your body's way of communicating with you, sending a clear signal that it's time to make a change. It's an invitation to take back control, to become the primary architect of your own health. And the tools to do so are often simpler and more accessible than we are led to believe. The pharmaceutical industry thrives on complex solutions for chronic problems. But what if the answer isn't in a lab? What if it's growing in nature, waiting to be rediscovered? This is where our journey begins. Before we unveil the specific leaf that is the hero of our story, it's crucial to understand the battlefield, your own metabolism. Understanding the enemy is half the battle won. Blood sugar, or glucose, is the primary fuel for our cells. When you eat carbohydrates, your body breaks them down into glucose, which enters your bloodstream. This signals your pancreas to release insulin, a hormone that acts like a key. Insulin unlocks the doors to your cells, allowing glucose to enter and be used for energy. It's a beautiful, elegant system. In the state of prediabetes, however, this system starts to fail. The locks on your cells become rusty. This is called insulin resistance. Your cells don't respond to the key as well as they should. In response, your pancreas panics. It thinks the cells aren't getting the message, so it pumps out even more insulin to force the doors open. For a while, this works. Your pancreas goes into overdrive to keep your blood sugar levels in a normal range. But this is an exhausting, unsustainable effort. Eventually, the pancreas can start to tire out, unable to produce enough insulin to overcome the cell's resistance. This is the point where blood sugar levels creep up, first into the pre-diabetic range, and if left unchecked, into the type 2 diabetic range. The silent damage of this condition is what truly makes it insidious. You might not feel major symptoms at first. Maybe you're a little more tired than usual, perhaps you feel thirstier or need to visit the bathroom more often. You might dismiss it as a normal part of aging. But internally, the excess sugar in your bloodstream is acting like shards of glass, causing inflammation and damaging the delicate lining of your blood vessels. This is a process called glycation. It stiffens your arteries, paving the way for high blood pressure and heart disease. It damages the tiny blood vessels in your kidneys, eyes, and nerves. This is why diabetes is a leading cause of kidney failure, blindness, and amputations. It's not just about sugar, it's about the systemic destruction that sugar can cause when it's not properly controlled. It's a silent storm brewing inside you, and the time to calm the waters is now, before the storm makes landfall. The good news is that insulin resistance is not a one-way street. It is a reversible condition. You can resensitize your cells to insulin. You can polish those rusty locks so the key works again. Diet and exercise are the foundational pillars of this reversal process. There is no denying that. But what if there was a natural catalyst that could accelerate this process? Something that works in synergy with your body's own mechanisms to restore balance. This is where the wisdom of nature comes into play, offering us compounds and elements that have been used for centuries by traditional cultures who lived free of these modern metabolic diseases. These cultures didn't have endocrinologists or glucometers, but they had an intimate knowledge of the plant world around them. They knew which leaves could soothe, which roots could strengthen, and which barks could heal. And one particular leaf, humble in its appearance but powerful in its properties, holds remarkable potential for the very problem we are discussing. It contains unique bioactive compounds that scientists are now beginning to confirm can directly impact glucose metabolism. They can help slow down the absorption of sugar from your gut, they can improve the signaling pathway for insulin, and they can even support the health of pancreatic cells. It's a multi-pronged approach gifted to us by a single plant. We are about to bridge the gap between this ancient wisdom and modern understanding. As we prepare to delve deeper into this incredible natural solution, remember that knowledge is the first step toward empowerment. If you are ready to arm yourself with information that can help you reclaim your vitality and steer your health in a new direction, you are in the right place. The journey we are on together in this channel is one of discovery and empowerment. If you believe in the power of natural health and want to uncover more secrets like the one we are discussing today, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell. You won't want to miss what's coming next. In our last discussion, we journeyed through the unsettling landscape of prediabetes and high blood sugar, understanding it not as a final verdict, but as a crucial call to action from our own bodies. We established that the key to turning the tide lies in resensitizing ourselves to insulin, and we hinted at a powerful, natural ally in this fight. The time for secrets is over. The miraculous leaf we have been building up to is not some exotic, unattainable specimen from a remote jungle. It is the leaf of the mulberry tree. Yes, the same tree that provides food for silkworms and produces those delicious dark berries has a hidden power in its foliage. For centuries, it has been a cornerstone of traditional Chinese medicine, prized for its ability to balance internal energies and treat ailments that we now associate with metabolic syndrome. But today, modern science is catching up to this ancient wisdom, isolating the specific compounds within the mulberry leaf and confirming its remarkable effects on glucose metabolism. So, what makes this simple leaf so special? The answer lies in a unique compound called 1-deoxynogeromycin, which we will simply refer to by its initials DNJ. This is the primary active ingredient that makes mulberry leaf a superstar for blood sugar control. To understand how DNJ works, imagine the carbohydrates you eat, the bread, pasta, potatoes, and fruits, as long chains of sugar molecules linked together. Before your body can absorb this sugar, it needs to break these chains down into individual glucose molecules. This job is done by specific enzymes in your small intestine, most notably one called alpha-glucosidase. Here is where the magic happens. The DNJ in mulberry leaf has a molecular structure that is very similar to sugar. When you consume mulberry leaf extract or tea with your meal, the DNJ goes down into your intestine and essentially fools the alpha-glucosidase enzyme. The enzyme binds to the DNJ molecule instead of the actual sugar from your food. By occupying the enzyme, DNJ acts as a blocker, significantly slowing down the process of carbohydrate digestion. This doesn't mean the carbs are not digested at all, but the breakdown is delayed dramatically. Instead of a sudden flood of sugar hitting your bloodstream all at once, you get a much slower, gentler release. This is a game changer. It prevents the sharp, dangerous spike in blood glucose after a meal, and consequently, it reduces the demand on your pancreas to pump out massive amounts of insulin. It gives your pancreas a much-needed break and creates a more stable metabolic environment, which is the first and most critical step in reversing insulin resistance. Interestingly, this mechanism of action is strikingly similar to a class of prescription drugs for type 2 diabetes known as alpha-glucosidase inhibitors. These medications are prescribed specifically to slow carbohydrate absorption. Mulberry, however, offers this benefit in a natural form, as part of a complex plant matrix that includes other beneficial compounds. But the power of the mulberry leaf doesn't stop with DNJ. It is also rich in powerful antioxidants such as quercetin, chlorogenic acid, and various polyphenols. Why is this important? As we discussed earlier, high blood sugar creates a state of chronic inflammation and oxidative stress in the body. Think of oxidative stress as a form of biological rusting, damaging your cells, your DNA, and even the precious insulin-producing beta cells in your pancreas. The antioxidants in mulberry leaf act as a cellular protection squad. They neutralize the harmful free radicals that cause this rusting, protecting your blood vessels from damage and safeguarding your pancreatic function. Quercetin, for example, has been shown in studies to help improve insulin sensitivity and protect those vital beta cells. So, while DNJ is working in your gut to manage the sugar influx, these antioxidants are working throughout your body to repair existing damage and prevent future harm. It's a holistic, two-pronged attack on the root causes of blood sugar imbalance. The evidence supporting these claims is growing stronger by the day. Numerous human clinical trials have demonstrated the efficacy of mulberry leaf extract. Studies published in respected scientific journals like the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Diabetes Care have shown that subjects who consumed mulberry leaf extract with a carbohydrate-rich meal had significantly lower post-meal blood glucose spikes compared to those who took a placebo. Some studies have even shown benefits in lowering fasting blood sugar and improving long-term blood sugar control markers like HbA1c in individuals with prediabetes or mild type 2 diabetes. This isn't just folklore, it is verifiable science. The beauty of this natural intervention is its gentleness. It works in harmony with your body's digestive process, rather than forcing a drastic chemical change. This is a critical point for those who are just starting their health journey and are wary of harsh side effects. And now, I'd like to hear from you. Have you ever heard of using mulberry leaf, or perhaps another natural remedy to help with blood sugar? What has your experience been like trying to navigate the advice you get from doctors versus the information you find about natural health? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience is valuable and can help others on a similar path feel less alone. So, how does one incorporate this into their life? The most common and traditional method is by drinking mulberry leaf tea. Steeping the dried leaves in hot water releases the beneficial compounds. For the most potent effect, particularly in blocking carbohydrate absorption, the tea should be consumed just before or during a meal. Another increasingly popular option is a standardized extract, available in capsule or powder form. This offers a more concentrated and consistent dose of the active ingredients, especially DNJ. This can be particularly useful for individuals who need a more potent therapeutic effect. In the next and final block, we will lay out a practical, step-by-step guide on how to use mulberry leaf effectively over a short period to see potential results, discuss dosages, and most importantly, cover the crucial safety considerations and who should exercise caution. We are building a complete picture for you, from the why to the how. If these insights are already opening your mind to new possibilities for your health, just imagine what else there is to discover. Do yourself a favor and click that subscribe button now so you don't miss the final piece of this puzzle and all our future revelations. We have journeyed from the fear of a prediabetes diagnosis to the scientific revelation of the mulberry leaf and its powerful compound, DNJ. We now understand how this humble leaf can act as a gatekeeper, slowing the flood of sugar into our bloodstream and protecting our bodies from the ravages of oxidative stress. But knowledge without action is merely trivia. It's time to bridge the gap from theory to practice. In this final segment, we will outline a practical guide to incorporating mulberry leaf into your life. The title of this video promises a change in 3 days. Let's be very clear about what this means. This is not a promise of a cure. True health transformation is a marathon, not a sprint. However, a 3-day period is a perfect window to kickstart a new habit and, for many people, to begin observing the initial, subtle shifts in how their body feels. Think of it as a test drive for a new, healthier lifestyle. Here is a simple plan of action. First, you must choose your form of mulberry leaf. If you opt for tea, purchase high-quality, dried mulberry leaves from a reputable source. For your 3-day trial, your goal is to drink 1 cup of mulberry tea right before or during each of your 3 main meals. To prepare it, use about 1 to 2 grams of dried leaves, roughly 1 heaping teaspoon per cup of hot but not boiling water. Let it steep for at least 5 to 10 minutes to ensure the beneficial compounds are fully extracted. If you prefer the convenience of an extract in capsule form, look for a product that is standardized to contain a specific percentage of DNJ, typically between 1% and 5%. A common dosage used in studies is around 500 to 1,000 milligrams taken with each main meal. Always start at the lower end of any dosage recommendation to see how your body responds. The key is consistency. For these 3 days, commit to taking it with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Pay close attention to your body. Do you notice less of that typical energy slump or brain fog after a carbohydrate-rich meal? Do you feel more stable energy throughout the day? These are often the very first signs that you are successfully blunting post-meal glucose spikes. Now, this next part is the most important segment of the entire video. We must talk about safety. While mulberry leaf is natural, natural does not automatically mean it is safe for everyone in every situation. Because it is so effective at lowering blood sugar, its primary risk is a condition called hypoglycemia, or blood sugar that is too low. Therefore, if you are currently taking any medication for diabetes, such as metformin, glyburide, or even insulin injections, you must, under any circumstances, start taking mulberry leaf without first consulting your doctor. Combining it with your medication could cause a dangerous drop in your blood sugar. Your doctor might need to adjust your medication dosage if they approve of you adding this supplement to your regimen. Additionally, if you are pregnant or breastfeeding, it is best to avoid it, as there is not enough research to establish its safety in these populations. Because of its effects on blood sugar, you should also stop taking it at least 2 weeks before any scheduled surgery. For most other people, it is generally well tolerated, though some may experience mild gastrointestinal effects like gas, bloating, or diarrhea as their body adjusts. The golden rule is this: always speak to a qualified healthcare professional before beginning any new supplement, especially if you have a pre-existing health condition. Your health is a partnership between you and your doctor. To truly say goodbye to prediabetes, the mulberry leaf cannot be a magic bullet on its own. It is a powerful assistant, a catalyst, but it must be part of a holistic lifestyle strategy. You must create an environment where it can work most effectively. This means making conscious choices about the food you eat. Pair the mulberry leaf with a diet rich in fiber from vegetables, healthy fats from avocados, nuts, and olive oil, and clean protein from fish and legumes. These foods naturally help to stabilize blood sugar. When you combine this way of eating with the carb-blocking effect of mulberry leaf, you create a powerful synergy. Movement is the other non-negotiable pillar. You don't need to run a marathon. A simple 20-minute walk after a meal can significantly improve insulin sensitivity and help your muscles soak up the glucose from your bloodstream. And finally, manage your stress. Chronic stress pumps out the hormone cortisol, which tells your liver to release stored sugar, further destabilizing your levels. Simple practices like deep breathing, meditation, or even just spending time in nature can have a profound impact on your metabolic health. The leaf is your ally, but the true power comes from the comprehensive, loving care you give to your entire body. In conclusion, the journey to balanced blood sugar is one of empowerment. It begins with letting go of the fear and embracing the knowledge that your body has a tremendous capacity to heal. We've seen how ancient wisdom, in the form of the mulberry leaf, is now being validated by modern science, giving us a natural tool to help manage one of the most pressing health challenges of our time. But it's just one tool in the toolbox. The true solution lies in combining these natural aids with a mindful diet, consistent movement, and a calm mind. You are the one in the driver's seat of your health journey. You have the power to make new choices today that will build a healthier tomorrow. If this video has provided you with value, if it has opened your eyes to new possibilities, or simply given you a renewed sense of hope, please help us spread this important message. Give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button. If you haven't already, click subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our future content designed to empower your health journey. Share this video with a friend or family member who you think might benefit from this information. You could change their life. And finally, leave a comment below and share your commitment to taking one small step for your health this week. Your engagement helps our channel grow and reach more people who need to hear this. Thank you for joining us today. Continue exploring our channel for more videos on natural health and wellness.